told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Man, I can't trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody tried to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches wanna selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody tried to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and I ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys who walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you in static, I'ma leave you in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. Like grandma stovetop, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on the beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me a deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Diol on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slip with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy in case I find any extendo. Licking off shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the beam. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade, like it's wedding day. And yous can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Word to flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face, and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. I'm some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent's due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4+4, she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note.
Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United. And it has been a minute since we've done the ManDem United podcast because there ain't been nothing to discuss. So that's why you've not got the show on Mondays 4:30 p.m. and Tuesday 4:30 p.m. UK time, people. But now we actually do have something to talk about. And Marcus Rashford has been given a squad number by Manchester United, but will he stay? So we'll be discussing that. Is it positive for Manchester United? Is it a negative for Manchester United? Is it a positive for Marcus Rashford? Is it a negative for Marcus Rashford? So we will be discussing all those things plus more. Of course, Manchester United still looking at central midfielders, still looking at fullbacks, potentially another forward if Xerxes leaves as well. So keep all your comments or your questions Manchester United related. I know you lot will have plenty to talk about, in particular Manchester United fans in the chat as well. I see you lot already active in the chat. And big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Let me start there. Big up everyone supporting. That's why I always start live streams, every live stream on the channel saying that. So big up everyone supporting. Well, make sure you pay your taxes when you enter the city of Sarcasm, people. Pay the taxes. Don't worry, it's free. It don't cost you a penny. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, though. So important you lot do that. Hit the like button on the video. You see that thumbs up underneath the video? Make sure you hit that. Make sure you follow and share across all of the socials as well, people. Make sure you do that. You can see them both on the screen at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV. Yes, It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. So retweet, like on Twitter/X, reshare, share to your story on Instagram as well. Follow across all the socials. We're trying to get the numbers up across all the socials. And equally as important, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. It is road to 18,000 subscribers right here on Sarcasm City TV. We're trying to get to 20K by the end of the year, people. So by 2027, we want to be at 20,000 subscribers. So make sure you do that. Pay all of the taxes as well. Let me big up everyone in the chat. Also, big up Ben says, big up, smash the likes, people. And he's been kind enough to drop the Rashford information in the chat, which we will get to in a second. Big up to S. Madison as well, says big up Flawless in the chat. Hit them likes, people. Big up Sinbox as well, says been waiting on reaction on Rashi, mixed feelings. We'll get to that. Big up to SB02, my guy, for the super chat. We will get to that also. Big up my guy Trey, says big up Flawless. I'm off, but making sure to like the stream as everyone should. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for real. Shouts to my guy Don C. Every single time he was over on the fan calling show just a second ago with Combe was in the chat, but Trey called in, etc. Big up Combe as well. Who else is there? Justin, Dubs United, Damien, Sinbook. But let me get to the super chat first and foremost before I give my thoughts on the Rashford deal, because this is not about Rashford, but I get to this real quick because I know there's going to be plenty of questions surrounding this. So shout out Flawless. 3 weeks, my bro. They need to move. There's no need for the hold up. It's stupid that a third CDM/central midfielder is vital, and the left back, they need to agree already. I agree that they need to agree already. I agree that they need to get a move on as well. What is the hold up? I don't know. From the outside looking in and guesswork, clearly they're not all agreed upon one target for whatever reason. So whether that's the price of said player, whether that's the talent level of said player, whether they think another player may become available, this is all just speculation and guesswork. But I agree, they need to get a move on and decide. And maybe they have. But then if they had, they would have made personal approach to said player or an official bid to the club of said player. So I do agree with you on this SBO2, and it's time to get a move on, and I believe they will. I've been adamant about this, and I've constantly been saying this, and I will continue to say this, that United will sign a left back and will sign a central midfielder. And I'd remain adamant on that. Once the window closes, Manchester United will have those two things, and we'll have those two players in those two roles. Because I don't believe the club is that stupid to set off like everybody's going to be on your case. It's not like the Amorim and Ten Hag situations where you had fans who was on side with your decision. Every fan unanimously would be against it. So I can't think that they're that incompetent and that stupid and just, you're not that dumb. You're not that dumb. And I've said this, I think we signed a central midfielder and we signed a left back. Who? I don't know. Not fussed about the price, as I've said before. It's about the quality of said player. Are we getting value for money? That's where I'm at with it. So when I say I'm not asked about the price in regards to if it's big money, because people always say to me, "Oh, Flawless, you don't want us to spend big money." I'm cool with us spending big money. Is the player worth it? If we go spend 80 million on a fullback, is he 80 million pounds worth of fullback? Same way with the central midfielder, same way across the board. If the player's 100 million, do I look at him and go, yeah, he's worth 100 M's? It makes sense. But big up for the super chat as well, SBO2. I appreciate you. Big up Pops as well, man. Big up. Shout out to Beijing Pops every single time. Let me get to this Rashford tweet as well from Fabrizio Romano, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. And more of the ManDem are gonna forward soon as well. So exclusive. Manchester United decide to give Marcus Rashford new squad number as message to trust him, include him as part of the team. Understand Rashford will wear the number 14 shirt and now traveling with the team. Unless top club bid arrives, he can stay. So yeah, let me say that again. I don't know why I butchered that. But Manchester United decided to give Marcus Rashford new squad number as message to trust him and include as part of the team. Understand Rashford will wear the number 14 shirt and now traveling with the team. Unless top European club bid arrives, he can stay. This don't change anything for me, to be honest. In regards to the Marcus Rashford situation, I still think he leaves late. I've said this, loan deal late. Manchester United have zero leverage with Rashford. Zero leverage. It sucks, but we move. It's going to happen in football where sometimes you're the A side in the negotiations, sometimes you're the B side. And in the Rashford scenario, we ain't even the A or B side, we're the C side. That's how little leverage we are, that in an A and B conversation, we are C. And we have to wait till the end of the window, and it's key there at the ending where it says top European club. And that's where I think Manchester United are waiting on, or should I say Rashford? Because reports came out a few days ago saying that Rashford he's willing to stay, but if a top European club comes in for him, he would go. And I think that's what will happen. Whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Villa, Borussia Dortmund, one of those types is one of those people. That's what, and don't take what I'm saying there as gospel, like it will be Arsenal or Chelsea or Villa or Borussia Dortmund. I'm just throwing out club names. And I've said the same thing about Rashford. It's time, man. It's time. It's over with. It's time. He's been here 10 years. It might be 11. It might be 11. I think it's approaching him. If he stays, it's the 11th year. Do I think Rashford is a terrible player? No. Do I think he can be an effective player within the Premier League? Yes. Do I also think he could be an effective player for Manchester United if he indeed stays? Yes, I just think the relationship has run its course. I don't think he wants to be here. Hence why he's open for offers. Hence why Manchester United are open to letting him go. Read what's said. You don't even have to read between the lines, people. Read what is being said. If United without doubt wanted to keep Rashford and Rashford without doubt wanted him to stay, we give him a shirt number and he stays. And it's calm and there's no conversation. It literally says at the end, unless a top European club comes in for him. So I think that's what Rashford's waiting on. It's what Manchester United are waiting on. And I believe it will happen. I think somebody will come and say, all right, you know what? We'll take Rashford because we'll probably have to pay. Let's say we pay half of his wages or less than half of his wages. We don't have to put no obligation to buy. We don't even have to put an option to buy. Or we can put an option. Let's put in a 20, 25, 30 million option if we want to. United have no choice but to take it. They have no choice but to take that offer if they really want to get rid of the player. And if I was approaching for Rashford, I'd do the same thing. And it's not worst case scenario. He does stay. Do I think he can be an effective squad player on that left-hand side with Cunha and Dogu? Yeah, I do. You're telling me my third options. I keep saying this. My third choice winger pairing is Marcus Rashford and Shea Lacey. Cool. I have a problem with that. I don't think Rashford's terrible. I don't look at him. I look at Garnacho. But I just think the relationship, like I said, has run its course. And I believe someone will sign him. But we'll see what's what. I think the whole situation makes him comfortable enough to wait. It's because his Carrick not going to lie. Probably. Yeah, probably. So I'd say. Flawless, I've seen Santos is okay playing as a 6. Do you think any of us don't want to risk with another midfielder because of the price? No, I just think they want the right midfielder because the money's there. Same way we put down big money for Mateus Fernandes, it's just that Spurs bid more. And we haven't used that money elsewhere. When you look at incomings and outgoings, I think United might have spent, is it 20 million? I think so. Because we got money for Højlund. We got money for the goalkeeper, Vitek. I think we got money from Greenwood. And then there was someone else as well we got money for too. So we've got money that's actually came in. So I think the money is there. I think the problem is more, could be multiple reasons. Again, them agreeing on said player, like I said before. That's what I think it is. What else is you lot saying in the chat as well? You lot get your questions in. Like I said, the rest of the man, some of the ManDem are going to be joining in a bit and they'll be giving their thoughts as well. But I'm here giving my thoughts also. Of course, big up Combs says, thank you for the shout out, Flawless. I think it's Lewis Page could be the third midfielder. It's an exciting because we lost out on Bellingham from the EFL. I don't know anything about him, but it wouldn't surprise me if it is a out of the blue one. I said this because Tillemans and Santos nobody knew about. So could the next midfielder and the left back be that? Yeah, strong. It's a strong possibility when you go off previous. And I said I think United signed a left back on a DM, but I've given my thoughts. But any questions you have on Rashford, let me know. But I've given my thoughts on Rashford. His time's just come to a close here, but I think he can be successful elsewhere. Absolutely. Where do you actually see United finishing? Not gonna lie, it's no hate or anything. I would say 10th because I don't trust your team to handle more games. But let's see. So 10. Tell me the 9 teams you think that are better than Manchester United. I think this is a ludicrous take. This is ludicrous 10. Well, tell me the 10 players. Sorry, the 9 teams you think are better than Manchester United. I don't think there's 9 teams better than Manchester United. And I think people put too much stock in this one. Since Manchester United did well with it, people put so much stock in this one game a week. But that wasn't it when Carrick took over. When Carrick took over, it wasn't United are going to fly because they got one game a week. And then when we started doing well because of one game a week, it was because we only played one game a week. But that wasn't. But I like how the narrative shifts. The narrative shifts. So Chelsea and Spurs should be fine because they play in one game a week, right? Like I said, it don't work like that. What's the quality of said side? What's the quality of the manager? But yeah, 10. Let me know in regards to 10th. I have us third. I don't have us outside the top 4, but I have us third still. But I don't like the business Chelsea are doing. I'm not going to lie. I don't like it. I think they're the closest to us. Yeah, Ben, it changed. Like I said, it changed. The one game a week thing only became a thing with us. Because when he took over, no one had us third or fourth. I tell a lie, Saeed did. That was it. That was the only person I remember saying it before we played Manchester City in that game. If Amorim or Ten Hag was the manager, the situation would have been a lot more grim. Carrick is fine, keeping him around. Yeah, facts. It would have been with Rashford, yes. And Sai, I've not watched, but you're saying Santos played as a 6. Well, he seems comfortable enough on the ball, and he seems defensively good enough to play as a 6, from what I've watched. But Flawless, who's your most underrated player at United currently? Contrary to popular belief, this is going to sound wild. I'd say Cunha. I'd definitely say Cunha. One of the better left wingers in the league, and he won't get spoken about like that. Like, legit. I'd say Cunha. Because he's one of the better left wingers in the league, and he just gets spoken about like he's not. Like I seen someone say in the chat, "Oh, Rashford's better." Like, based off of what? When's the last time Rashford had a good season? As a style, he was a good squad player at Barcelona. Yes. When's the last time from August till May we say, "Hey, Rashford had a good season"? So I'd say Cunha. I don't know a team in the league he don't start for. And people will say, "Oh, he's not a left winger. He's not a left winger. He starts for Arsenal." I think he's better than Doku. I think that's disrespectful to even compare the two. So I think he starts for City. He starts for Liverpool. I think he's a better left winger than Rodgers is. So he starts for Chelsea. Spurs, I think he's better than Tell. Granted, the left wingers in the league ain't good like that. but he's still better than him. So we're saying he's that, but people don't talk about him like that. That's the point I'm making. I don't think there's a team in the league he don't start for, but people don't talk about him like that. Like, so when you say under, yeah, and also alongside Bruno, well, Bruno's more a midfielder. He was our most important attacker in the second half of that season. Outside of his goals and assists. Outside of his goals and assists, just his impact. Because he's the one player. He's the one player that individually can go past the man and do something. He's cool. Word to basketball, he's a player you throw the ball to in ISO. He's the one player I want on the ball in an isolated scenario. I'm not saying the others can't go past players, but he's the go-to in regards to that. Exactly. Flawless because he's not a left winger, though. He's more a 10, but he's still better. But he plays left wing. And this is the point when I say underrated, because he's quote unquote a 10, which I hear it. He's still the best left winger in the league to me. Who does he not start for, Si? Who does Cunha on the left wing not start for? In the league. But the way people talk about him is like he's not that. Anyone else where we say, yo, you're the best in your position will get talked about. But again, Manchester United tax, which I kind of accept. But to answer this, someone asked the question, I can't remember who it was, about who do I think is the most underrated. And that's why I said him. Because he's the one player, maybe probably him and Bruno. Outside of him and Bruno, the one player in the league we can say he's top 2 in the position. Top 2, top 3. You can argue for others maybe if you want, but I can't think outside of him and Bruno. Like, none of our centre-backs really play. Like, Lemens has only had one season there. Maybe you want to argue as a goalkeeper. Fullbacks, no. Maybe Lemens. That's why I said maybe Lemens. You could add Lemens in if you want. So him, Lemens, Bruno. But look how Bruno gets spoken about and how he's spoken about in regards to the league. So, yeah. With Heaven, I rate him, Sinbook. It's just game time. He's not played enough. That's all. He's not played enough. Yeah, you could add. Tielemans just got here. So it's again, that'll probably change because it's Manchester United now because Tielemans just got here. And Tielemans will get the... Again, we've seen him get downplayed. We've seen that signing get downplayed. This is my point. And Pops hit the nail on the head. Yeah, a left winger, but he's better than all the left wingers. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, that's where I'm at. But again, this is just me. And I'm a fan of him anyway. Like, even when he was at Wolves. But people would just downplay it. I think he is the best left winger, and people just downplay it. That call he's not. Like I said, who's better? And the standard is not high, but he's still the best. If we do a top 5, it gets dark. It gets very dark. Sure, I'll say, let's get back to this from 10. I'll say Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Newcastle, Brighton, Chelsea, Villa, Nottingham Forest, and then maybe Tottenham, but like around 8 to 12. I think this is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. Arsenal, City, hear it. Arsenal, City, Chelsea, hear it. Liverpool, just for shits and giggles, hear it. Newcastle and Brighton. How about Newcastle, Brighton, Nottingham Forest? Spurs are throwing. Let's say the big 5 out of the 5 out of the 6. So let's say they're all better than us. Cool. How would Newcastle, Brighton, Villa, Nottingham Forest and better than Manchester United? 10. Yeah, you've had a howler here, 10. You've had a howler. Yeah. It's definitely a hot take. It's probably my hot take is Man United around 8th to 10th roughly, but let's see. I did have it. And why did you have it? So you think Manchester United are a better team last season with Amorim than we are now with Carrick? That's what you're telling me, 10. You think United were better this time last season? Mind-boggling. With Amorim coming off 15th. And you had us 5th with Amorim. Yeah, 10, you're my guy, but this is your Steve Luton Town moment. Yeah, last season better under Amorim, and I had you getting trapped. Why? With Amorim, why? So you were surprised when he got sacked then, 10? Why did you rate Amorim? Based off of what? Tell me that. You thought Amorim was going to last the season. 10's a smart individual as well. This is why this is so surprising to me. Because he's an extremely knowledgeable individual. Like, not just of the Prem, like Europe as well. Like, he over there with Steve, you know them man of aliens over there. Nah, he ain't trolling. I want to know why. Why did you have us 5th with Amorim? So you were surprised when Amorim got sacked? Yeah. This is mad. I have no idea why. So you were surprised when he got sacked then, 10, right? Were you surprised United had the season we had? Under Amorim, I'm talking about. Yeah, this is batshit crazy to me. I can't lie, yo. This is batshit crazy. Before we continue, though, run up the likes. Yeah, I'm not normally flabbergasted by takes, but this one is taking me aback. Because it's 10. That's why. This is someone I've worked with and know. Yeah, but I think one game a week did help you guys a lot. That run Amorim did that Liverpool away and actually a bit surprised you guys got 3rd. But I said 5th, but 3rd is the same. But what run did Amorim have? What run? What run did Amorim have? What run? What are we talking about? What, huh? What run? 10. What run did he have? Hold up. Let me just pull up the results from last year. So Arsenal, we lost 1-0. Fulham 1-1. Lost to Grimsby. 3-2 against Burnley. 3-0 lost to City. Beat Chelsea 2-1. Lost to Brentford 3-1. Beat Sunderland 2-0. Beat Liverpool 2-1. Beat Brighton 4-2. Drew against Spurs. Drew against Forest. Lost to Everton. Beat Palace. Drew against West Ham. Beat Wolves. Drew 4-4 against Bournemouth. Lost to Villa. Beat Newcastle. Drew against Wolves. Drew against Leeds. What run? What run? What, please? What run? Where was the run? And he had 1 game a week. So where was the run? And then, yeah, I was a bit surprised when, all right, man, blessings. All right, cool. Big up, man. Big up, 10. Let me bring in the ManDem because, yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. Cuzzy in the building, Eddie in the building. What you man saying, man? You man good?
Yeah, what are you saying, man? I'm all good, man.
What you saying, Cuzzy? Blessings, man. Blessings. It's been a minute. Yo, Eddie, you sounded quiet, you know. Yo, Cuzzy, your thoughts, man. Rashford, talk to us, man. Got a squad number. Actually, let me read out the full quote. So this is it. This is from Romano. United decide to give Rashford a new squad number as message to trust him and include as part of the team. Understand Rashford will wear the number 14 shirt and now traveling with the team. Unless top European club bid arrives, he can stay. Talk to us.
I've always thought that he's gonna leave, innit? I've always thought that he's I always thought that both parties were just gonna play nice and like they're just gonna wait for someone to come and take the Rashford problem off our hands. And I still believe that they're probably thinking that could be the case. But I feel like they're just having to go through like due processes again, just to like work like cover all scenarios in it. So if no one does come in, like you're gonna have to give Rashford a shirt number in it. So I don't know. I don't read like a lot into it. I just want to see like if he's in the squad come September, whenever the transfer window ends.
I think it's September the 1st. I'm gonna double check though. We'll go on.
Yeah, September 1st. If he's still in the squad, then cool. Like then I'll have like serious conversations about how I see Rashford with this squad. But until then, I'm still of the belief because bro, he went on the biggest press run while he was at Barcelona, like twerking for them. Do you get it? So like to me, I don't necessarily feel like this is genuine. As recent as when he was at the World Cup, I believe he was saying stuff along the lines of he hopes that his future with Man United will be sorted before the end of the World Cup. Now, what the hell? What are you talking like? Yeah, to me, whenever someone says they hope their future sorted in football, they're more meaning that they want to get a move away. That to me, that's why I always like read from it. So, yeah, even as recent as at the World Cup, he was mooting to move away. So until the transfer window closes, I'm still of the belief that he's going to be heading out, whether it be on loan or whatever have you. So, yeah.
That's where I'm at with it. Like, I still think I've like remained consistent with this, that he gets a move out regardless. And it's just the last like deadline day, loan deal written all over it. I could see that. Deadline day, loan move, and we just have to take whatever offer comes in for him. Right, that's where it's at. Eddie's in the chat saying Newcastle show me the money. I don't think it'll be Newcastle, but maybe them on a loan. I could say Gordon went Barca, so maybe they circle back and get
the only
it.
thing is though, Rashford's making it hard in terms of he's minimizing the pool of clubs that can like go for him, because one, his wages are ridiculous, and two, like he's still moving like only the elite European clubs can come in for him, like where like he's not at that stage no more. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just not there no more. But he gets paid like he's there, and his mentality is like he's there. So it makes it hard, man. Because I even saw like, did he not say that he doesn't want to play for any other Premier League club like this summer?
Did he say that? He might have. Chat, let us know. I'll have a look. I'm not sure if he did say that. And I did see the report saying that he wants a top European club. I did say that. I'll have a look and see.
I don't know. I think he said he doesn't want to play.
No, was it not Rivals? Because he played for Villa.
Maybe.
It's probably Rivals. It's probably Rivals. That makes sense. Me and Bank, Born and Bred not wanting to play for Liverpool or City makes sense. I could see him saying that. That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. But
yeah. And to Dubs United, you answered your own question. So if we move him out on loan, we lose more depth. One, I think we got two left wingers over there. And two, you said it there. You said it's either a top club in Europe or nothing. I want players that don't want to be here. Which I don't blame him for, by the way. But Rashford don't want to be here. Let's be honest. If he could make a move away to... If Barcelona would have come back in for him, it would have been, however you say, buy in Spanish. Like, that's what it was. Or like a top Italian club.
What was Barca's reason for not buying him again? What was it?
I think it was the wages. I think the main thing is the wages.
Like, the wages is hefty, bro. I swear what is he on? 300k?
Yeah, it's like 300, 325, something like that.
Yeah, see, it's just heavy, bro. Like, who can actually afford that on a big man team?
That's why we gotta if it's a loan thing, we gotta pay half.
It's not the price though, YG. Like, it's actually not the price, because we're actually asking for change. If you put it in respect to like the other left wingers in the market, bro, we're asking for 25 million, bro. Like, that's change. That's change. It's definitely not the price. It's his wages. It's definitely his wages.
And he did. Wes Madison's right. Says he took a pay cut still. They didn't want him. I also, as well, people talking about his work rate. Which when I spoke to Giannis, who's a Barcelona fan, and Omar mentioned it as well. They mentioned his work rate. That seems to be a common thing. Because I think that's the major difference between him and Gordon. Is the work rate thing.
You know what? I think when he looks back at his career, he's going to... He probably won't, because he'll probably think he did all that he did. But I think he missed the trick not evolving into a number 9. I think he did. I think he missed... There was a window where, like, we was playing him up front. Like, we switched him from playing on the wing to up front. And, like, he wasn't getting involved in like, the game for a lot of it. And he's not the most clinical, like, player anyway. So then he went back on the wing. But I think he missed the trick. I feel like it's similar to, like, Theo Walcott. I remember there was a time where Walcott was saying he wants to play up front. But he wasn't scoring the amount of goals he was on the right. Then he went back on the right. And it was like he was just always that in-between player. I think when Rashford looks back on his career, he generally should have just evolved into a number 9 because, bro, I swear, like, the last season he was here, he could not beat his man, fam. So I don't even know what he's gonna do this time round. Like I generally do think like, what is he gonna do now? Because it's not like he's gotten any better going out on loan. Like the quality of.
Oh, Rashford is Rashford.
Yeah, but that's what you say. Rashford's Rashford. I don't think he's got any better. I don't.
That's my point. When I say Rashford, he is what he is. He hasn't got any better. Rashford has been Rashford for a number of years now. We know what he's good at. We know what he's not good at. That's it. That's what, and the reason why he can't play up top, because he can't play with his back to goal.
No, but that's what I mean. He didn't involve his game.
Yeah, they involve his game, which is fair. Yeah. I get you. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Because when he first burst on the scene, when he first burst with Van Gaal, all he was doing was getting in behind, or he was on the shoulder of his defender. He wasn't trying to fight no one. You get me? It was all about positioning, scoring goals, getting on the end of tap-ins. Like, then I don't know what it was. Like he gassed himself up to feel like he's on the same playing field as Mbappe and these man. He wanted to do the left wing thing. Like he actually should have just evolved his game and been a centre forward. That's generally what he should have done. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And bro, anyone that thinks Rashford is like can consistently beat his man, you're in for a rude awakening, bro. Like you're in for a rude awakening. He doesn't. The only way he actually beats his man is by cutting in, and every winger does that nowadays. He does not take his man down the line and beat him and put crosses in. He doesn't do that, bro.
Oh yeah, that's not his game. That ain't his game. Yeah, that ain't his game. That is game. And on top of that as well, the people in the chat talking about like Rashford this and what he can offer. Rashford don't want to be here. That's where I continue to say Rashford does not want to be here. He does not want to be at Manchester United. The only reason he's not at Barcelona right now is because Barcelona didn't want him. And that's not a criticism of him, by the way. There's not a criticism. I understand why he wants out. And the relationship is broken down. I don't want players that don't want to be here. Whether I think they're right in that sense or wrong in that sense. His sense, I get it. So it's just best to move him on. But we still won't be on this Rashford tick. Now it's been 10 years. It's over. Will Rashford get goals and assists? Yes, of course. Rashford will still score goals. He'll still get assists wherever he's at. In particular, if he's coming off the bench like he did for Barcelona. And he contributed to them winning a La Liga title and contributed in games. But there's a reason why they didn't go inside him. Why did they go splash? Double what we wanted on Gordon. Let's say we wanted people saying in the chat, we wanted 40 million for Rashford. They went and spent 80 million on Anthony Gordon. Why? Ask yourself.
Weird, bro. When I saw that, I actually thought to myself, this is like the biggest kick in the teeth, like ever, fam. Like because we had a pre-agreement of what, 30 million.
Something like that. Yeah, it was like 25, 30 M's.
And then they rejected it and spent 80 million on Anthony Gordon. I'm not the biggest Anthony Gordon fan, to be honest. And if I'm talking about pure ability with the ball, I think Rashford's even better than him.
Agreed.
But that's not to say that the attributes that Gordon has probably isn't more appreciated by Barcelona in terms of, again, his work rate. Probably the tenacity he has, the attitude he has. Do you know what I mean? They probably appreciate that more than just the natural abilities of the players. Do you know what I mean? So
you spot on. I agree with you. That's why I didn't interrupt. Like, I agree with you in that sense. Like, do I think he's a better on the ball than Anthony Gordon? Yes. But like Jess said, it's off the ball. And they went one further and signed another left winger in Adeyemi. So they went and got two and didn't sign Rashford. And the Simbok, I hear you, says, I know Flawless are looking at the positive at the moment, what he can offer. We know what he can offer, but the best thing to do is ship him out, which I think they will do, even if it's temporarily. And big up to Don. Yeah, go on. Go on, say what you're going to say.
No, I was going to say, hypothetically, if he does stay, and he's an option off the bench, like he probably is one of the better options off the bench in the Premier League. That being said, we've all seen Rashford's output when he doesn't want to be here. Like, do we want to risk that again? Do you know what I mean?
It's the I can change him, man. It's the relationship thing, man. So I can change him.
Even Carrick's doing the whole put his arms around him, yeah. But we've seen Rashford use that as like to the detriment of Ollie. Do you know what I mean? We've seen Ollie put his arm around him at like proper like sing praises of Rashford, and we've seen Rashford just ridicule him. So that, with all that being said, it don't really make sense. Not I don't want to be positive about Rashford, yeah, but all of this like he's got what he can offer rare tear. We've seen Rashford when he doesn't want to be here. Like it's shocking, bro. So I don't even know if we want to go through that again.
Yeah, and Jez, I stand corrected. Big up before I get to that super chat from Don F as well. Adeyemi is the right wing, but it's the same profile plot. So yeah, it's the same profile. Like if Rashford does that, he makes the move. They signed 2 wingers and didn't sign him. To Dubsy says, yeah, all good. We can say he don't want to be here, but you don't know how we will feel to play under Carrick. We're just speculating. That's the truth, but we don't know. So yeah, all we can do is speculate on it. But again, why are we relying on someone's feet? We don't have that conversation with anybody else. Why is it with Carrick all of a sudden it's going to be... How about just do what's best for Manchester United and not have players who don't want to be here? What happened to that? I thought that was the MO. But now it's because it's Rashford is different. Is that not the message? If a player doesn't want to be here, rightly or wrongly, then you move him on. Bear in mind, the tweet says, unless top European club bid arrives, he can stay. And we've heard this prior, that he wants a top European club. So because no one else don't want you, we should keep you and integrate you into the team. Again, all of these feelings, and it ties back into what I said before, all getting the best out of a player. What can the player do for us? I've been saying this. That's where it should be. Manchester United are the employer, not the employee. You are the employee. What does Marcus Rashford do for Manchester United? Not about all getting the best out of him and how he feels and stuff for this situation. He don't want to be here. That's clear from the reports. That's not speculation. That is clear. All of the reports are saying that, unless we're saying all of the reports are wrong. He don't want to be here. So he wouldn't have joined Barcelona if they would have put up the money. Yes, he would have. Hence why he was in conversation with them. Hence why he was willing to take a pay cut and all of these things. He don't want to be here. And I understand why. But it's over, man. We're going to be having the same conversation the year after. Maybe he changed his mind. Jojo, why did he change his mind? Why did he change his mind? Even though the latest report is saying top European club bid. Make it make sense, man. We just got to let it go.
He ain't changed his mind, man. Like I said, as recent as the World Cup, he was saying to reporters that he wants his future solved at Man United before he gets back. Like, what do you mean? When I hear that, what you're obviously not hinting at wanting a new contract. You're not hinting at staying at Man United. You're alluding to wanting to sort out a move. Do you know what I mean? It just, to me as well, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe they're like, Rashford still has a lot of fans in the club.
Yeah, he does.
It's just like, that is an old era of United that we need to get past. Do you know what I mean? Like, in the last year, I think before Pogba went back to Monaco, he was a free agent in it, and then there was whispers of him coming back to United. And as much as I love Pogba, yeah, bro, we're just we're
at a different stage.
We're at a different stage. Like, and Pogba's one of my favorite players for the last 10 years. Like, but it's just like, bro, like, we're at a different stage now. All the best to you. You get me? All the best to you. But let's just move on, fam. Like, it's time to move on, man.
That's where I'm at with it. And big up to everyone tapped in. Just under 80 of you lot in the building. We're at 58 likes, people. That's actually good. Big up to you lot. Let's get up to 80 likes, though. Let's get up to 80 likes. Let's hit the subscribe button as well. We're looking for 4 more subscribers, people. Get us to 17,130. If you've not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe. I know there's at least 4 of you lot who have not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Roll to 20,000 by the end of the year. Next step is 18,000 subscribers. And let's run up these likes because we're at 58. No, we're at 60. So we need 20 more likes, people. What are we doing out here? Also, let me get to the super chat real quick. Big up my guy Don F says, please bring back the 2 Arsenal dudes who said their sources said Vinny was coming last week. Utter clowns, laughing emoji. So you talking about? I know Brandon said something like that. Who was the other one, Don F? I don't even know if you're in the chat. I don't think TJ said he had sources, and who else was it? You'd have to let me know. TJ didn't say that, and Don C was unsure. So you're talking about Brandon, but TJ's been back on. You'll see Brandon again. Whoever the other person is, let me know. I'm not sure who it was, Don F, but big up for the super chat. I think Eddie's in the building. Eddie, what you saying, man?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. What you telling us, man?
Cool,
Yours.
cool. Shout out, Daz, man. Shout out, Flowers.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, dog. That's all. That's how I can start out with. I don't want this brother anywhere around the club, but at this point, they talking about new jersey numbers and stuff like that. I think it could be the same thing where we see, you know, clubs just wait for that contract to run out, and then they send them their own offer instead of having to deal with us. What I will say is, if he does come through, right, it's set up for it to be his fault if it goes to shit. When you look at Michael Carrick and what he's been able to do with just maintaining and managing dressing room personalities, the different types that come across, he's shown us that he has the ability to connect with the players on a better level than most managers, the last 2 managers we've had, in Ruben Amorim and Eric Ten Hag. And so what I'm looking at with him is it just going to be same old song, or is he actually going to show us that he's learned something throughout this time period where he's been at Barcelona? Where he's been at Aston Villa too, right?
Yeah, he's been at Villa as well.
I think
yeah.
You'll see what it is about his football character, and I'm always a big thing with regards to.
You mention this all the time.
It's so important how you approach the game, and with Rashford, and I've heard you guys talking about it before I got on. It somewhere along the way, the love turned from love into him fulfilling an obligation, meaning it came across like he was cool with just being here, and his love for the game had kind of subsided a bit. Now, I could be out of bounds, questioning how committed he is to the game, but there's been so many instances where I look at his body language, I look at his production, I look at what he said in the meeting, what he's done off the pitch, and I think it's reasonable for me to have questions about how he feels about the game today. You know, and it's tough because thinking about, right, like how connected he is to that Manchester community, being one of the kids to make it from Manchester through the academy. I'm sure there's a pretty significant group of people who are highly disappointed in how this thing has turned out.
Absolutely. I'm one of them people. I had high hopes for him, man. It shouldn't end like this.
Yeah, that's my thing. And so where we're at now, like, bro, you're getting a new jersey number. The best thing for him is that we don't need him. The weight of the world is not going to be on his shoulders to produce. So just go out there and play football and understand that you are no longer the commodity that you thought you were. You are a serviceable squad player at the highest level. If there's another team who makes them their starting left winger or wherever he wants to play, it's probably a team that's not competing for much. Mm-hmm. And so if he comes back, in my opinion, he's behind Cunha. He's behind Dorgu. At striker, he's behind Mbuemo. He's behind
Let's go.
Sesko. And even
Agreed.
that one is fluid because I could say on the right wing, right?
Yeah.
I could put in Wemo and Ahmad have that locked down, and I could say Xerxes and Sesko have the striker position locked down.
Mm-hmm. You got Shea Lacey as a right winger option
And
as
you
well.
got Shea Lacey. I didn't even forgot about him, who's been playing absolutely well. And just to finish up, it's like you will become an afterthought. Players who are way better than you have become afterthoughts. The game waits for nobody.
That's true.
It'll pass you by and it'll be just fine. So he's at an interesting crossroad at this point of his career, and whether or not he wants to do something about it is totally up to him. He's already got his money. He's already changed his family's life. I'm sure he's done everything he actually set out to do when he strapped his football cleats up. Like that's just what I see. And so we'll see what happens. I think somebody comes in for him on a loan.
Agreed.
Yeah, because I think this is the last year of his contract.
Nah, I think it's 2028. Let me double check that though.
Gracious.
I think it's 2028.
Goodness gracious.
28.
Let me double check this.
2028.
I think there would have been more noise if this was the last year. Like, I think it is 28.
I think the Sancho
Go ahead,
situation
guys.
happens with him.
Guys,
Yeah, 2028 is well. Just looking at it, yeah, it says a temporary 40 million exit clause, which excluded rival City and Liverpool, officially expired on 15th of July 2026 without being triggered.
I see Madison in the chat says blame Ten Hag. I don't even think you can blame Ten Hag. I honestly think a lot of for me personally, if we're talking about like where it all went wrong for Rashford, I think a lot of it has to do with just as a person, your own characteristics. Like Rashford, and it doesn't happen a lot. Like Rashford, there was a point in Rashford's career where Man United gave him the keys. Like Man United literally said, "Listen, we're gonna make you number 10. You're gonna be at the forefront of everything. Like you, as you go, we go, innit? Like Man United don't do that to just any other player." And I feel like from that point, we saw a change from the Rashford that broke through, who was just super giddy, that just really wanted to get better. Do you remember that Rashford that was just on it every game? Yeah. We saw a change from that to I don't want to track back. We saw a change of don't want to track back. I just want to be effective in the last third. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. After I miss a chance, I'm gonna start blaming everyone. I'm gonna be shouting to the heavens. You could tell there was a change in him characteristically, and it was just unless you're at Ronaldo level, it's never gonna work. And the only reason why Ronaldo gets away with it because his output is insane, bro. He scores a goal every other game. He's winning Ballon d'Ors. He is a big game player. Do you get it?
Prime was different. Yeah, absolutely goddamn.
You can't and Rashford's level at his peak was it was a very good player, but just day to day, year to year, Rashford is inconsistent. It is. Right. So you can't have the attitude you're one of the best players in the world, but be as inconsistent as he is. That's where I think it went wrong for Rashford, honestly. Because I feel if you remember Rashford when he broke through, and even early years, if you compare his personality then to now, and obviously we all change as we do get older, innit? Fair. But I feel it's two total different people, and it was because he probably used it to his advantage of, I'm the guy around here now, kind of thing.
I'm the man.
Yeah, but like Eddie was saying, and it's so true, one thing that might humble him, I don't think it will, but it might humble him is he might come back to Old Trafford and he might actually see, oh shit, things have moved on here. Do you know what I mean? They definitely someone's taken my car park spot. Do you know what I mean? Fam,
You're
stuff
an
like that
idiot,
matter,
yo.
you know.
You're an idiot,
I
yo.
swear
It makes
down,
sense what
stuff,
you're saying. You're still an idiot, though, but you're smarter with what you're saying. It
bro.
makes sense. Go on.
Honestly, like I've heard it from footballers. Yeah, obviously everyone has their car park spot in it. Like he probably comes back and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like Mbeumo's in my car park spot. Like this is mad. I have to walk a little bit now. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to walk a little bit longer to the complex. Like this is dead, and it's like
He got to rent a scooter. He got to rent a scooter to get from his car to the stadium.
That is
Do you know what I
stupid,
mean? It's just little things like that. Like he might be everyone might have known before. After training, Russia is the first on the masseuse table. It might have been like that. Now man's fighting with the likes of I don't know Santos and like Heaven to get on to let the masseuse do their work to him. Just little things like that might not. You laugh, yeah, but I promise you, yeah, things like
I
that.
believe you. You're just the idiot. It'd be you who would bring this up, or Eddie. But
I'm
yeah, it
just
makes
saying,
sense. But go on.
bro. I
Go on.
always look at things from different perspectives, innit? But it's just little nuances like that might actually make him think, okay, like I'm not actually the guy around here no more. I kind of need to just fall in line. Like I genuinely
That's
just
what
need
I'm
to,
saying.
I just
Yeah.
need to fall in line.
He going to the hotel bars. He thinking Shorty at the bar waiting for him. Nah, she waiting on Kobe Manu, brother. You out the loop. You lost your spot. You listen, man.
Go on, fam.
I hate that it came here because it's funny. I think the first game I went to when United came on U.S. soil was, I think, Rashford's first preseason tour.
Okay.
Because it was directly after Sir Alex retired.
Right.
It was so funny, bro. Buddy had cut out like maybe 100 Sir Alex Ferguson masks and started handing them out to the crowd.
Mhm.
And he just had people like begging, like we were just making all types of chants for him and stuff like that. And then I think he was rocking like what 39 or some shit.
Yeah, he was saying that was his first number when he broke through. It was 39.
And it was
yes.
like Blackwell or some other brothers that I don't know where they showed up, they came from. It was when Van Gaal first. No, it was Moyes. Yeah, it was Moyes. I saw Van Gaal the second time. Yeah, I just with Rashford, and I think honestly, no matter how it works out, somebody's gonna have something to say with him. Well, if he succeeds, because that's the funny part. I actually know a lot of people who want him back.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, people love because United fans love a comeback story, a remontado. That's what it is, man. Romance.
Yeah, especially
All this nonsense that don't help you win. People love it. All this feeling stuff.
The narrative.
Yeah, all this feeling stuff.
Yeah.
So he's always coming back, number 14. He's took Lingard's number. He was his boy. They came through all this crap. So I was like, all right, man.
Like,
okay.
I'll tell you right now, Michael Carrick, just from what I've been seeing, how we've been playing this preseason. Michael Carrick saw PSG get 100% on their final exam, and he said, "Bro, I'm just gonna copy you till I graduate." That's pretty much what Michael Carrick has said. Because when I look at that front three, you see it's consistent with him. The Dorgu, Ahmad, and Mbeumo starting three, right? Because of their tenacity when it comes to pressing. That's what, when you see that goal that we got against PSG, that came from a press. And how did we defend? We defended because those guys are willing defenders as well. How many times last season did we see Cunha go byline to byline and stop somebody and celebrate like he just scored a banger?
Yeah. When he was shouting at, who was it? It was Everton when him and such was going back and forth.
Garner's bum ass. Yeah, the one that
that shit was
it hit the heartstrings, bro.
That shit was hilarious. Yo, that made me laugh. Like, I remember posting that, yo. I actually laughed out loud, yo. I was like, yeah, I fucked with that, yo. Yeah.
I love it.
You do? Because
it's funny, right? Because we always talked about this too. Wouldn't it be nice if we had wingers who had tech and were tryhards?
That's true.
All we've ever asked for is wingers who do the hard stuff and then can do the saucy stuff. Those are the best players on the pitch. And Rashford, like we've been talking about, where does he fall in between? Where does he fall? On which side does he fall? Is he a tryhard? No, we've seen him walk.
No.
Does he have tech? Not really. He can strike a ball, but that's where it stops, right? But then you look at his competition. Dorgu, incredible work rate. That's why Carrick plays him, people, at the position he plays. Cunha, we just talked about. Sesko, for what it's worth, although it looks kind of awkward because he's the biggest out of all of them.
Because he's tall. He puts in the work. There's no lack of effort on his side. Yeah. There's no lack of effort.
But we know football is a short man's game, so it's kind of like those. He's a very he's like Usain Bolt. You remember Usain Bolt had to get like those first couple steps before he put in the top gear?
Yeah.
Like the long ass athlete. That's what Sesko is. You give him 5 steps, he gets going. But the other guys are a bit more quick twitchy. So they have real choppy steps, like an Ahmad, and Buemo's just a rock. Like he's powerful, explosive. Cunha built the same way. So you see the consistent thing. Now, one of the guys who I think, because he's such a contrast to that, is Xerxes. That's why I think people don't have an appreciation for Xerxes' game, because what he does is so opposite from what we praise the other guys for. That we don't see exactly what it is he's doing for our team, but even him in this preseason, he's been sharp for what he's been asked to do.
Oh, has he been? Is he? All right, I've not watched any.
Yeah. Not from the. He had a crazy goal, I think, against.
He did.
I can't remember.
He did. He said, "Yeah, I seen that. I seen the goal. Yeah. I seen the goal.
It shows you the quality, right? He has there, and so Rashford fits into that equation. How? I just don't know, because I don't know what type of player he's going to be.
Yeah, he don't fit that. Go on, Cozy.
Rashford just needs to be an impact player who gets numbers. That is it. I feel like that's the best case scenario for him. It's like 1-1 against Everton. They're hard to break down. Do you get me? Rashford comes on last 20 minutes, and through a goal and assist, he wins the game, or he helps us win the game. And like he chips in periodically throughout the season, because like I said, he's too inconsistent to rely on him. Now, the great thing is we actually don't need to rely on him, and anything he does give us will just be a bonus. Do you get me? Because if we do move him on,
I'm with you on that. You man, hold it down. Carry on. We're back in 1 sec.
If we do move him on, then I'm pretty sure we'll get a replacement. If we don't move him on, we don't really necessarily need to depend on him, because on the left-hand side, we've got Cunha, who he's shown last year. He's just as potent on the left wing as he is as a number 9. And we have Dorgu. Do you get me? Now, I know Dorgu kind of separates people's opinion. Personally, I don't know why everyone is in such a hullabaloo about Dorgu playing left wing. And I can only think it's because he doesn't look like what people want a left winger to be. But football football's such a historic game. You're telling me you haven't seen a player like Dorgu before? Like, we see it all the time. We see wingers who aren't necessarily the most techie, and when I say the most techie, they're not the most keen on the eye. They ain't got Riyad Mahrez's touch. Do you know what I mean? They ain't got Robinho's stepovers, but they are efficient at what they do. Do you get me? Yeah. We even had that in the last decade with Valencia. Antonio Valencia was a one-trick pony, but was a fucking good one-trick pony. Get the ball, size up his man, shift it, cross. Do you get it? Everyone knew what he was going to do, but he was a one-trick pony that it came off all the time. And it weren't even that his crosses were like he just used to slap it. He generally used to put it in the mixer, like dangerous areas. Do you get me? I don't know.
Sure.
I just think with the whole Dorgu thing for me is like he's not going to start week in, week out. He's not. And for anyone saying you haven't seen improvement in Dorgu's game, you're just a hater.
Crazy. Yeah.
You're actually just a hater because
It's crazy. He's such a polarizing player, and I can't understand why. Well, actually, you know what? Let me scratch that. You actually got it. Like we've been talking about, because he doesn't look a certain way when he's doing what he's doing, they can't find a way to appreciate what it is that he actually contributes. It doesn't look like how they're used to looking for it for a way. Like, imagine you have a banging goal against Newcastle. You have practically the goal of the season against Arsenal. You have a great goal against Man City all within a week at the right wing and the left wing position. And people will still say it's not good enough. He can't play there. And he actually does his job to the description that's placed in front of him. Be a nuisance. Be a nuisance, right? Again, when Dorgu pulls up, Jim locks his doors. When my dog, what's his face? Mount pulls up, everybody got open arms. I'm besides myself with that. How Mount can get so much grace, but Dorgu, everybody, tucking they handbags. Everybody got the 911 or whatever y'all call it out there on speed dial because of the short dreads and the last name. It's unfortunate. I think he will have to do some crazy stuff on the pitch for him to ever get his credit if he continues to be at our club. Like, it's that simple for me. I'm so impressed with the kid because a lot like your Lenny Euros, I think was in a similar position. You came in here under chaos. You found your way throughout the chaos. Now that we have a bit of a light being shined on us in a positive way, now the fans are bringing the negativity. Give me 1 second.
No stress. Do your thing, fam. Do your thing. Before we continue, run up the like show, you lot. Over 100 people in the building. Big up everyone tapped in. But make sure you run up the likes. Girls up to 100 likes. We're at 73. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure we're still free short. Girls to 17,100 a day. 3 subscribers short, man. Hit the subscribe button. Go on, Eddie.
Subscribe. And yeah, so again, it's just the way it looks. Like, and I get it. When he receives the ball, you see him shuffle his feet a little bit to get his steps right. It's not as clean cut as you want it to be. But he just produces. He scored a header to put Bruno over the line when it came to the assist record. And people still have these questions about whether or not he can attack, whether or not he can score goals, whether or not he's a winger. He should be playing fullback. For what? Why would I play him fullback? Why would I not just get a fullback and keep him at a position
that
where
makes
he
too much
can look
sense,
successful?
That makes too much sense. Dorgu's done well. Dorgu's done well playing as a left winger, but I'm not going to play him at left wing anymore because he's not a left winger. But he's done well.
Somebody remind me in the chat too. Chat can answer this question. When was the last performance by Dorgu at left back that had you thinking he's found his position?
He's never played left back. That is the thing that I keep on trying to drum to people as well. He played left wing. He played left wing back for Ruben Amorim majority of the time. His first performance under Ruben Amorim was right wing back, and then he played left wing back. Yeah. Then under Carrick, he played left wing. the reason why people get this so misconstrued, Dorgu's work rate, Dorgu probably has the best work rate in our team, point blank, period. The reason why people think he played left back is because he was up and down so much. He would make it look like he was playing left back. That's the wickedest thing with Dorgu. Dorgu's actually never started as a left back under Michael Carrick. That is the wickedest thing. And everyone always acts like, oh, he can play left back. You don't even have any evidence. Now, do I think he'll be a good left back? Yes, I think he would. Just off of the bat of how tenacious he is and how much he can, and how much I know he can get up and down in a 90-minute game. However, you've never seen him play left back, bro. So all of this, just play him at left back, it's hearsay, bro. It's actually hearsay.
It has to be. You know what's crazy? I honestly don't trust him with his feet at the ball as much at left back as I do out on the wing, because when he gets it on the wing, he's a lot more decisive than he did even when he was at wing back. You remember how many people were killing him when he was at wing back?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't cross, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. Yo, he can't put in the flank. Like, then we saw him go to winger. First he started at right wing against Newcastle, got us the goal to win the game. Went to Amram getting sacked, I think, the next game because he worked that right wing and then Amram switched the system back. I remember like it was yesterday. Amram switched it. We played a 4-3-3. I think it was, yeah. And we put him at right wing. We took the wing backs out. Amram went back to his system. I think it was the Leeds game. And we drew 1-1. And then he was fired after that because he had that press conference where he was talking spicy. Carrick comes in, Man City, plays right wing. Arsenal, the rest is history. Like, bro, so we just make it like, I'm going to say it, people just be making up shit. I usually leave that for the wank of Arsenal. Shout out to Carnival Garnacho still staying at Real Madrid, but yeah, I can't get it. I can't get it. And to Jez's point, he is right there. This Prem shit, bro. You don't have to be a tech man to press. You just have to be athletic and crazy as hell, i.e. Sunderland. Let me tell you, Sunderland wasn't slick, bro. Sunderland said, okay, you know what we finna do? AFCON all 11, and we finna make life hell for y'all. Because, truth be told, Roby built like a Ghanaian striker. All that playing for the Dutch, I don't know how he showed up on that team. But he's strong in the face. There's only select few Africans who get that strong in the face look away with it, and it shows up on the pitch. He thinks strong, he breathes strong, he writes strong. Everything the brother does is strong, right? And you saw with them, their tenacity allowed them to have success in the Prem. I told you, I know a Ghanaian when I see one. I know a Ghanaian when I see one. Bro, it's in the face. It's in the face. I'm telling you. You can tell East African, right? Mo Farah hasn't had a hamburger in Lord knows how long. When them Nigerian brothers pull up and they go inside the door, they gotta go sideways. They can't just walk through. Shoulders big, face big, everything is big, bro. This is how it goes down. I'm telling you. Built like the ancestors. Don't make any sense. So the tenacity with him having to pick it up in our half and go through that with one touch or passing, I want somebody who's a bit more secure, which is why, honestly, Shaw can get away with it. Because Shaw's mind and his technical ability gets him out of trouble more than his physicality ever could. Yeah, tell him that Palmer was.
I think
okay, go ahead, Doc.
Nah, I mean, that can be a different topic discussion. But to me, I think a lot a lot of what Shaw does is the basis of it is just laziness, bro. A lot of it is.
No, you're right about that.
I feel like when it comes to Luke Shaw, like people will say stuff like, "Oh, Luke Shaw, like he's a solid left back. He doesn't really get caught out of position. He doesn't really get caught on the ball." Like a lot of people say like a lot of things, yeah, and like it's not they are right, but the reason that Luke Shaw doesn't get caught on the ball is he gives up the ball ASAP. He is a pass first left back in that he's not on dribbling. He actually
For sure, you're right.
statistically I look this up all the time, bro. I look up different statistics. Luke Shaw, in terms of as a fullback in the Premier League, he dribbles the least. He in terms of making overlapping runs, he does that the least. In terms of actually making runs up and down, like in terms of like what's the words? There's a certain word for it, but they track it. It's like how much do you hit your top speed going up and down?
Great.
He does that the least, bro. So like Luke Shaw, not getting caught out is not because he's this fantastic footballer. It's that he always chooses the path of least resistance. That's what it is. So, me personally, I always find it hard to give Luke Shaw credit because he's that student who he'll find out to pass university, all you need is a C-. So he will only work to a C-. When like, bro, this is your subject. You can get an A. Do you know what I mean? You can actually get an A, but he's like, nah. If C- is all I need, that's all I'm gonna do. But when it comes to Dorgu as well, yeah. Another reason why I think the fan base is too harsh on him is, if you actually remember, yeah, when we saw Gareth Bale, and I'm not gonna say he's gonna be Gareth Bale, but if you guys remember in the Champions League, yeah, when Bale had that performance against Inter Milan, like that.
Yeah, when he went past Michael.
Man,
he didn't automatically become a left winger after that. I hope everyone remembers. Like I know, like it's easy to muddle up history. He didn't become a left winger straight away after that. Like Harry Redknapp kept playing him left back. In fact, there were if you go back and look at it, he wasn't even their number one left back at the time. It was Benoit Assor-Cotton, if you man remember.
Yeah,
that performance solidified him. That performance solidified him as the left back. But then even after that game, it's not like he was like, bro, he was still Gareth Bale number 3. Do you know what I mean? Like he was still doing left back. He was on set. He took over set pieces because he got good at set pieces. But it took him 2-3 years for us to see the Gareth Bale where it was like, oh, he's a left winger. Oh, he's a number 10. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this might be one of the best attackers in the Prem. Oh, this might be one of the best attackers in the world. Like, we need to kind of... And I'm not saying Dorgu's going to get there at all. But what I'm saying is, last season, we had that performance. We saw that performance where it was like, oh, shit. Like, Dorgu's got more to his game than what we envisioned.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But now,
yeah,
it's just let him cook. And in him cooking, he's gonna burn a couple plates. He is, bro. But that doesn't mean he's like, just let him progress, man. That's what it is with me, fam.
Good.
That's what it is.
I
with
hear
me.
that. I hear that.
No, that's where I'm. Yeah, go on, Eddie. You go. Go on.
No. I've been talking.
No, fam, go on. Your time. Go on. I only got a quick 4 minutes. So go on.
I think it's so key what you said about the difference between the two and their approach to football is Dorgu doesn't fear failure. Shaw does. And a lot of that contributes to how much they want to give the game. And like you said, with Shaw being lazy, he can skate. without the criticism. Dorgu taking chances, he gets the criticism and he doesn't get the grace. And so that's what makes it so frustrating when we're having these footballing conversations with different people and they can't even acknowledge what the actual difference is between the two. But they'll tell you we need someone like Shaw on the team. It's just it's unfortunate, man. I hope that he has the type of season to where it's like undeniable what he gives to this team. And I think he can. But
And
the most
definitely,
important thing for me right now is getting in that midfielder.
yes.
That's for me, that's the most, because I'm gonna be real. Like from what I've seen from the midfield, we have a lot of great pieces, not named Mason Mount. Simply put, I'm cool with everything but Mason Mount.
Hmm.
We get one more player who's comfortable within the deep line and we'll be straight because Santos is the future.
Oh, so you
Santos,
convinced by him? People keep waxing
oh
lyrical
yeah,
about him.
hey,
Actually, people keep saying this. Yeah.
Flawless. You're asking me if I'm convinced. I don't say double C's for nothing. I don't say
Oh yeah,
double C's
facts.
for nothing.
Yeah, you don't say
It's the
double C. Someone
cartel
asked
for a
about that in the
real
chat
reason.
about the carry cartel. I think you got. I
Hey
think you got a
man,
couple more recruits in the chat.
hey, listen. You got to put in that work first. We don't just let you in. I gotta see what you're talking about. I gotta see what you finna do for the game. That's what I gotta see. Only crash outs. What I mean by crash outs is people, you go to other content creators and you tell them how great Flawless is and especially how great Manchester United is, and you tell them to go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV.
Let's
That's the
go.
first way you
Already
get into
know.
the cartel. Second way is your complete devotion to Michael Carrick, because I understand now I have to say Carrick in order for you guys to appreciate him as a manager. I can't say Carrick. Once I say Carrick, I put the accents on it. Then you're like, oh, who's that brother? Italian? Spanish? What is he?
People
You
get
forget
it.
that he's Michael Carrick. So we gonna try like that, but just on keep it on subject. Keep it a little fun for that. I really think the next signing will be that midfielder,
Mhm.
and I can't see us getting a left back for some reason.
Damn, that'd be a big miss. I think we sign a central midfielder. Yes. I also think we do sign a left back for the reasons we were just discussing, because the club seem to agree with what we're saying in regards to Dorgu being a left winger. And I've spoken on Dorgu, like,
Oh, you know what I just thought about too, though?
go on,
Scratch that. Maybe because Rashford is coming back.
go on.
Maybe because when Rashford comes back, right?
Mhm.
They see that as their winger to come through,
Mhm.
and then the money they would have spent on that winger is given to a left back for a left back.
Potentially. I think that money's there anyway. Maybe it's a center back. Maybe it goes there. Maybe
That's
it
a
goes,
possibility too.
yeah, maybe it's a center back, because we know that's been lower down on the list according to reports. So maybe it's that. And that's how I look at it with Dorgu. I've said the same thing, two things on it. One, he's done well playing that left wing. He's had people say, oh, it's a small sample size. So he's done well with a small sample size. So why don't we give him a medium size to figure out if he can play well there? Let's play him there for an extended period of time. And then on top of that, the way people talk about it, he's not the starter. Konya starts ahead of him. He's the squad player. Why is it such a bad option to have as a squad player? Who are all these teams with these left wing people? Oh, he's not good enough as a squad player. Who has better? Who are these left winger backup options that are so much better and clear of Dorgu in the league? We're just going the Prem. Never mind elsewhere.
No,
So
we have the best. We have the
well,
best left winger in the Prem. I don't think you can argue that.
I agree with that. I was saying that before
And
you lot go on.
and then we have the depth with Dorgu. If anybody had Dorgu, I mean, again, these Water Pistol FC brothers up in London run around telling me how Saka's the next coming of you know what, and I got Dorgu. I got Dorgu, and you telling me Dorgu can't do a job that Saka does on a daily basis?
because he has what we've spoken about, because of the physicality he has, and he'll do what most traditional wingers won't do in regards to spinning behind off the ball. So he doesn't need the ball to feet and try to go past.
Not at all.
No, he'll just run in back. And again, people say, "Oh, that's simple." A lot of wingers don't do that. The modern day winger gets the ball into feet, and then it's either go past the player or it's a link up thing. But where Dogu will actually just that's why everyone say, again, as much as I don't rate him, Barcola. That's what sets him, because Barcola will do that. He'll actually spin him behind. That's where a lot of his goals come from, because he's willing to do that. Whereas modern day wingers at the feet. Yeah. And then also what Dogu does, and people always want to talk different dimensions, because he's a left winger playing on the left-hand side, he'll go down the outside and cross the ball, which is something I think could help Sesko in regards to actually crossing the ball. And I give the defense something else. So where rather than have a winger who's cutting, shoot, cutting pass, cutting and shoot, and I think in Europe, doing a job on the opposition fullbacks, I think he's capable of as well. But let's see. And worst case scenario, it goes terribly. Let's say he's terrible. I just put him back at left back then. That's it. I don't get it. Like people do, and again, he's a squad player. Go on, Cuzzy.
No, I feel like I said, I just feel like he doesn't look how people want wingers to look. So because of it, he's always gonna get hate. But I think especially in the Champions League, Dorgu at left back is gonna be such a cheat code. You're not going to be able to break us down from the left-hand side when Dorgu's playing left back, because he's played wing back his whole career. It's not like a left winger who's played left back. He's actually a left wing back, so he's been educated in how to defend.
Yes,
but he's also been educated in how to help the attack. Now playing him left wing, you're giving him more responsibility in the attack, but his natural ability is to help defend. That's his natural ability, bro. So not even to harp on Rashford, yeah. When the ball gets turned over, Rashford isn't busting a gut to get in a position to help out.
I get what you're saying.
The left-hand side. He's just not. Whereas Dorgu, his innate instinct is, oh shit, we've lost the ball. I need to get back into this position.
So you're saying that when he played left wing for us in Europe, you can see that being a plus. Okay,
bro, when he plays left wing, when we don't have the ball, when he plays left wing and we don't have the ball, we basically become a 5 in defense. Basically. Because he's gonna help out the left back so much, and Big Mac Luke Shaw, he's gonna tuck in and become like a third centre back. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand the hate, to be honest. I always remember it. Yeah, I don't. Obviously, you man watch basketball, innit?
Yeah.
I remember Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, before he got drafted, he had a funny way of shooting. I remember him telling it on a podcast. He has a funny way of shooting. It's not like the traditional release.
Yep.
He has a funny way of shooting, innit? And I think obviously all the team's agents was talking about it, yeah. And then he had a tryout with the Golden State Warriors, innit? And I think Steve Kerr came up to him and was like, fuck what everyone is saying. Do not change your shooting form because it works for you. And I feel like if you do anything to try and change it, you're not going to be as great as a player as you are right now, innit? This was pre-draft, innit? So Halliburton's thinking, fam, Golden State Warriors coach is saying this to me. I'm not changing it, innit? Because I think he was thinking about changing it because of how much it was getting mentioned by other agents, innit? So he didn't change it. He's never changed it, and he's a fucking he's a all-star. He's a all-star. He's a regular all-star. You get me? He took Indiana Pacers to the finals last year, got injured. But I say that to say, not everyone is going to traditionally do things how it is supposed to be done. But if it works, why are you gonna change it, bro? So like with Dorgu, like I said, he's not gonna have intricate touches. Although to me, he is improving in that manner. He's not gonna have intricate touches. He's not gonna do all of this. You get me? That we want our wheels to do, but it works, bro. It It works.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. And like I said, I've never seen a player do well somewhere and that be used against him. That's what baffles me. He played well. Everyone university goes, yeah, he played well when he played left wing, but it was small. So run it again. And then maybe he gets better. Like that's the thing that baffles me the most about it. But that's just me. Go on.
It doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense. And like we've said, we've never seen him at left back.
You ain't seen him at left back for us, no? We haven't.
We've
So,
never
just go
seen
sign a left back. That's what we need to do. Go sign a left back. Big up my guy Canal in the chat as well, man. Big up Canal.
Shout out, man.
Do you guys actually? Who do you guys think we're gonna sign at left back?
No, no.
Yeah, no idea. I think it would be interesting if we get, because I saw something that linked us to Robertson and Sanderberg from Fulham, and those moves would make sense just because they have the new manager. You know he wants to bring his own players from Madrid to what he's doing, and so who knows? I think again, but like we spoke on, because it would be such an improvement on Shaw, just a willing and able left back who's actually willing to take risks. The change he'll provide and the improvement he'll provide, he can
night
do
and day.
the basics, and yeah, it'll be night and day.
Be literally
right?
night and day, man.
And so that's where I'm at with it.
Maybe my different question then would be, because I feel like this summer we've been linked with such a whole host of left backs. We've been linked with like established left backs like Lewis Hall. We've been linked with guys like secret gems, that guy from like Racing Santander for 16 mil. I don't know if you guys saw that recently.
I didn't,
So,
but go on, carry on.
What kind of left back do you man think we're going to buy? Is it going to be someone who's going to come in and is going to go band for band? Like I'm going to be a first teamer, or do you think it's going to be someone who is clearly an understudy to Luke Shaw, even if he does have better characteristics?
It better be someone who's better than him.
Yeah, it has to be somebody who's better than him. I think
someone who starts crazy straight away.
You can find somebody who's better than him and matches the timeline of your Aiden Heavens, your Lenny Euros, right? Because, like I've said, and like you explained perfectly, Shaw ain't really out there trying to do much. So, if we can spend about 40 to 50 M's on a left back, and now let me say something about the Lewis Hall thing.
Go on.
Because I know Newcastle's in their dickhead stage when it comes to transfers, because dumbass Tottenham wanted to spend, what was it, 85 plus for Tonali, and Barcelona spent 80 M's on Anthony Gordon. Now, people, let me just say that again. Somebody spent 80 million on Anthony Gordon. Tonali, I can understand. Anthony Gordon, listen, if you needed any more of a hint that the game is gone, Anthony Gordon for 80 M's is all you need to know. Right? And so they were never going to come to the table about selling Lewis Hall in good faith, because Lewis Hall's biggest issue was the manager. It wasn't Newcastle itself. Apparently, he had issues with
yeah, he did. With Eddie Howe. Yeah, he did.
So, shut up, Jez. I see you in the chat. And so, when I think about what we would have to pay for a left back, I would never sign up for that. There's only one, and his name is Nuno Mendes. I'll pay whatever PSG want for Nuno Mendes. Cool. Everything else, hell no. Yeah. I would, for a left back, I'd legit only pay like 50 M's tops.
All right, press. I would have splashed a bit more because I rate Lewis Hall that highly, but hey, go get the left back.
I do too, but it's
go
at
get
the end of the day, it's a left back, right?
Yeah.
It's a left back. Like, I've seen Anthony do a job at left back. Shout out to GOAT. Your red card was unfair, but we moved.
So yeah, that's what I'd say in regards to it. Go again. My preference would have been Lewis Hall, yes, but go and get whoever the left back is. Bring a left back, and we need a starting level left back. I
To
want
me,
some youngster who's gonna take his place, like eventually, or in a year's time, or 6 months, or whatever. Go and get someone who's better and of quality as well. That's what that is. Go on, cause the last point before we close out. Go on.
yeah, no, to me, yeah, with the left back, I think it's so easy. Like, to me, it's like a easy case to like deal with, because to me, you go like, personally, I have an unpopular opinion. I think Miles Lewis Skelly's better than Lewis Hall, but that's because I appreciate Miles Lewis Skelly's tutelage in midfield as well. Like, I've seen Lewis Skelly back stick hold off Haaland. I don't know many left backs that has done that. So to me, he's shown that he can do it defensively. He can obviously do it offensively. And the overloads in midfield will be ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. So, like, in my personal opinion, they should get Miles Lewis Skelly. They should send Harry Amass on loan. Do you know what I mean? Somewhere in the Premier League, maybe Crystal Palace, Everton, or maybe one of these teams that recently got promoted. And then next season, it's a smooth transition. You just let Luke Shaw walk. You have Miles Lewis Skelly, who's got abundance of experience. And you've got Harry Amass as his understudy, who's just had a season in the Prem. Do you know what I mean? Now, left back is solved. No,
Sounds great. I just don't think Lewis Skelly's available.
Nah, he's not. But that is my dream, innit? That's my dream, to be fair.
We all got dreams, man. Trust me, cuzzy. We all got dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? We all got dreams. I'm wishing that Newcastle just dropped the price for Lewis Hall. They're like, yo, 40 M's is yours. But, you know, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But, yo, big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Shouts to SBO2 earlier, Don F as well for the super chats. Big up to all the regulars. Big up to all the members, all the new people in there. I see new usernames in the chat. I know there's new people watching, so big up everyone still locked in. Still got over 100 of you lot in the building. Make sure you are running up the likes though, people. Make sure you paying the tax when you enter in the city of sarcasm. Make this, don't worry, it's tax free. You don't have to pay nothing, people. You hit the like button. Make sure you follow across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit that notification bell as well. We are going to be redirecting to the gaming channel in a second. But girls, 2 more subscribers, people. Girls to 17,130. I know there's at least 2 of you lot who have not subscribed. Because you go on. Final thoughts before we close out.
We didn't even get to talk about the midfield, but I guess we can leave that to.
Oh yeah, we'll run that next week. 100%.
Yeah. Now, because we got linked with this Lewis Page guy, and I actually, because you've kind of been more lenient on Ineos than I have, to be honest. I actually wanted your opinion on it, but no, we can do that for another day.
What, in the Lewis Page thing? I don't know anything about him, to be honest.
He's basically, he's 18 years old, he's playing for Leicester, and he was kind of in and out of their first team this season, and the rumors are that's going to be our third midfield signing. So
I believe it when I see it, because these reports are moving mad. That's what it is. Sure. I believe it when there's something concrete. And with Ineos as well. I'm just like, I keep saying it. End of the window. Do I like the pace we're moving at currently? No, but end of the window.
You saying that, yeah. The only like, this is where I proper disagree with you is, I understand like judging them at the end of the window, but if you've had 12 months to prepare for this window and this is how it's gone, to me it's like your preparation was arse, bro. It was so
it's Ineos, cuzzy. You expected more. Wait. Did you expect better than this?
Yes, and I did, because
why?
Because the main thing everyone tells me Ineos is great about is recruitment.
Do you think they're great at it?
I actually do think they're good at it.
All right, cool. And they're on course for what they did last summer. This time last summer, we just signed Sesko yesterday. So we had 3 players in. We got 2.
But it was expected that we needed to be busier than last summer. Was it not?
Not to me. I said 4 players max. 4 players minimum.
I was gonna go
4 players minimum. I said. I don't know why. Again, this is the people setting their expectations too high. This lot. Why were we expected? Because Ornstein said we were going to be busier, and then Ornstein came out and said, Manchester United. Like, who thought? For anyone who thought we were going to sign 5-6 players is crazy. I said max. I think I said max 5 minimum. I think it'll be a minimum 4, max 5 or 6.
I wholeheartedly thought there was going to be a quite a bit of churn, but it wasn't because of Ornstein. I just looked at the squad and I thought Casemiro's leaving. Obviously, Rashford's leaving. You get me? And there's a few others that will leave, like Malacia just left. Other people have left. Plus, our midfield, this was the year that was earmarked to transform our midfield. So just with all of that, I did think there would be a little bit of churn. Now, I didn't think it would be like...
We're one short, though.
What do you mean?
We're one midfielder short.
But I thought it would be more than that, bro. I thought, honestly, like...
Who did you think... What positions did you think we'd sign? I thought we'd sign 3 midfielders and a fullback. I throw left winger in there as well.
I generally thought we would sign 3 midfielders, a fullback, and a forward. So I'm not too far off of you, to be honest. But I also did think, because of what Ineos has said, the caliber of signings as well would be better than they are. That's not me saying that I'm not happy with the performances I've seen, but bro, the names.
You're saying the names don't live up to what you were
not
what
at
you
all.
were thinking.
And again, I understand that things change in the market. So obviously, we wanted Elliot Anderson, we couldn't get him. But this is where I come back to like the preparation for this. Yeah, these man, like it's their job 24/7 to do this, isn't it? So they must have known, if we can't get Elliot Anderson, we need another person in the same ilk. If we don't get this person, need another person in the same ilk. There's none of the centre mids we signed have the same characteristics as Elliot Anderson. So to me, it's just been like reacting to the market. Do you know what I mean? Instead of like going through and...
Is the next one Elliot Anderson, though? Is the next one Elliot Anderson?
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
This is my point. Like, this is why I said you got to judge it at the end of the window. Because if the next one's Elliot Anderson profile, then it was on point. Tillemans is a good... If anyone else would have signed Tillemans, we'd all be sat here talking about why didn't we go get Tillemans.
No, and that, bro, that's... Everyone... Yeah.
We would be us three right here, right now,
crazy.
if he would have went elsewhere. So that's a good signing. Santos, you man are saying he's playing well. I like Santos's profile. I look at him as like the 4th one. Cool. We still have to go and get another midfielder. We still have to go and get a left back. Do I like the pace? No, but know who we're dealing with. This is Ineos. They was on course for it. They did this last year. So why was this year going to be very vastly different?
Until Rodri gets sold, I think we have the best midfield signing of the entire window.
Anyone else would have done that business. That's all we would have heard about, Eddie, is why didn't we go get Santos and Tillemans for 85 million? That's all we... If City would have done that, that's all man would have heard. If City would have done that, that's all we would have heard. So we did the goodness night.
This is where I agree with Daza, though, right?
Go.
If we had him plus a name that everybody knows, right? Because imagine this is just... We go Chouameni and Tillman. Imagine that window.
Oh, it'd be great, but we knew Chouameni was never available.
But I'm saying there's that, and then for me, I never thought Elliot Anderson was all that, right? And aside from him, I thought Tonali would have been a good bet. But then again, I see what Tillmans went for, and I'm like, okay, cool. I think what they're doing is they view Tillmans as our marquee signing. That's who I think they view as our marquee signing.
Yeah.
And I think,
I'm in agreement.
And to me, I don't get lost in that, Eddie. I'm like, bringing quality. I let others get lost in the marquee signing and big name. Are we bringing in quality?
But you know
whether
what
the players 90 million or the players 10 million, is the player quality that can help us win? Is his skills? But that's just me.
No, I hear you. I hear you for sure. All I'm saying is the conversation changes. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
We spent 60 M's on Andre Santos. If we
50.
spent 50, excuse me, if we
50,
spent that much money on a midfield that everybody knows, the conversation is different. right? But because he's an unknown quantity, and not, I think, for the majority of fans, people are still aren't quick to give us our credit. But I'm with you. I've always said since the beginning of this window started, I don't know what they're doing. I'm just gonna see at the end what it looks like
That's where
and
I'm
judge
at
it
with
from
it.
there.
Yeah. Do I
Yeah.
like the pace that we're moving at? No. Would I prefer us to have the third midfielder or the left back in currently? Yes. But in an
Because what are
ideal
we
world,
used to?
I
What are
I
we
want
used
us to
to?
have all our players in as soon as the window opens. Well, it don't work like that.
And
I
then
understand what we are. Like I said 4 I think 4 players minimum. Like I think I said 6 max, and that's where I'm at with it. I think they'll sign a left back, another central midfielder, and they seem hell bent on a left winger, even though Rashford could scupper that. So then it's 4. They signed 4 last summer. Like this is who they are. Like they took
to
their time last season. Remember, people talking about this. We went into last season, the start of last season. Bayern Deer was our first choice goalkeeper. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. He was.
Bayern Deer, after finishing 50th and all that bullshit we went through with a manager who should have been there, we started the season with. They had the whole summer to go. Everyone knew from time back that we needed a goalkeeper. Onana wasn't it. Bayern Deer wasn't it.
All right, so let me ask this here. With that being said, because I wholeheartedly believe you can't keep operating like I in my opinion, Ineos has got very lucky with a lot of situations that has like occurred, and like they've been able to reap the benefits. I would say. So like even if we use this Bayern Deer one for an example, is it not concerning that we all knew we needed a goalkeeper? They went into the first 2 games of the season with Bayern Deer, and let's just say hypothetically Bayern Deer played well. Yeah. They would have just went with him throughout the whole season. There would have been no such thing as
potentially. Yeah.
Like, but that's what I mean. Like, isn't it kind of like we're just floating, we're just going with whatever, like what there's no like no concrete, we're doing this. It's just
I think it's concrete. I just think it's slower than we would like.
I hear that.
But I don't like our ownership. I've done said this. Everyone knows my thoughts in Ineos. I've been saying
but here's
this.
The thing.
We're surprised that people who did a deal with the Glazers ain't really best at football in operations. Who would have thought?
Here's what's crazy.
Go on.
To your point, followers, and you're right to feel it so, because if it was anybody else and they had told me that I'm going to start the season with Bayern Deer at goalkeeper, they're probably getting swung on if I'm in the
this
right
is it.
mind.
But because we had so much other bullshit going on, we just overlooked that. So people look at the midfield situation, and I get it. To me, starting the season with Luke Shaw at left back is a travesty. I think starting without the third midfielder, actually the midfield's better, but not having, if we don't get a third midfielder, that's also a travesty. But we've done this prior. It took them what game? And then even when we signed Lemens, Bayern Deer started the next game. And then he made a mistake, I believe, and then Lemens got in.
To be fair to Carrick, he wasn't the one doing that. So I'm gonna give
it weren't Carrick. I'm talking about as a whole, like so.
I get what you're saying.
I've not sat down and gone, we need a goalkeeper. Yeah. So to the point is, we started our season with Bayern Deer in goal as our number 1 choice. I like because he just said, if he plays well, do we go and sign a goalkeeper?
No, we don't, bro. We don't. And I my suspicion is if Mason Mount didn't come off because he came off in the last preseason game, let's say he played exactly how he played the game before, I think this third midfielder talk is dead, bro. That's why to me it's just weird to me, like, shout out Musa, I was watching his video recently.
We got Musa.
We're in a billion pounds industry, and like, but we're moving like we have no funds, like, and it's just like, oh yeah, Mason Mount can be your third midfielder, and it's like, wait, he's been at the team for like what, 4 years,
Something like that.
This great midfielder, I'm pretty sure we would have done this before. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like.
But that's where my old adage goes. Like when I gotta watch my nephews, right? And we in the mall or something like that, and they say, Uncle Eddie, can you get us that? And I say, I don't got it. And then we go to the next store and I'm out there buying something, and they tell me, oh, I thought you didn't have enough money. And I tell them specifically, I don't have enough money for you. But I got the money that I want. I got the money that I need. I don't got it for you though. Right? And I think that's where we're
yes,
at. I think
I agree with that. I think that's where we're at.
They got blinders on for whatever target that they want, and they're just gonna work on fixing that situation. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I think you guys are right when you say this. If y'all are spending this much time to come to a decision on a player, I'm gonna start having questions, because you can only procrastinate so many times until that shit catches up with you. And they've been lucky enough to where it hasn't caught up with them, right? Sesko wanted to be here, so finishing the deal for him was easy. Same thing with Mbeumo, same thing with Cunha, same thing with Tillmans, same thing with Santos. We haven't seen them get into a prolongated kind of, back and forth with the player and have to actually battle another team for that player's signature, because most of the time they're picking up players who want to come to United.
Exactly.
And so it questions, can you do a good enough job of convincing a player to come, or do you only want to get players who want to come here in the first place?
That's a good point.
And I think that's a big question to have.
That's a good point. I generally think it is. They don't, not that they don't want to be embarrassed, but they don't want to, in any kind of situation, look like the losing side. So when Elliot Anderson went to Man City, the reports started coming out with, Man United never came with anything concrete. Like that was the reports. It was like,
which I believe.
We didn't see Bruno and Michael Carrick talking to this kid right after we beat them.
I think he was on the list, Eddie. I think it was of interest, but I don't think it was concrete to the point you're making. I think they only want players who want to be here, which I'm all for. To me, you just make the decision, though. That's what I don't like. Seems to be the lack of clarity and clear decision on players. So the central midfielder, to Cuzzy's point, you've had ample time. We know we need 3. You've pivoted well with 2. Let's say Tielemans and Santos weren't on the list, but you went and got those 2. Cool. Who's the third? Surely there's a third on the list. And some of them deals don't seem tough to do. So clearly someone's like, to me, like Kone, for example, I just use that as an example. I don't think that's a tough deal to do.
At all.
Not at all.
So clearly, let's say there's a panel, and let's say there's 3 like there's 3 of us here, and 1's sold and 2 are not, or 2 are sold and 1's not. Then what is then the decision? And that's where I potentially have the issue.
But even with that, even with that for us, the reason why, like, for me, I'm not like, I don't have as much patience as you. Like, the situation you like kind of painted, it's fine for that to happen, innit? But that should have happened like for the last 12 months. Do you know what I mean? Like,
agreed.
It could have been like, for instance, I don't think Elliot Anderson's the greatest of player. You might like him, and Eddie might be indifferent in it. So let's say for Man United to buy Elliot Anderson, it needs 2 out of the 3 of us to be like, okay, cool, in it. Yeah. They could have been. They've been like going back and forth for 12 months, bro. That's the thing to me that doesn't make sense. It's like they've been going back and forth for 12 months. We're now into the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks of the transfer window, and we're still doing the back and forth. Do you know what I mean? And but then the thing that pisses me off as well is you're gonna always act like whatever has happened was supposed to happen, and that's clearly not the case.
You're right, because the indecisiveness. That's what it is. They're indecisive. The fact that there still seems to be delays on who is indecisiveness. That I think they want to spend because I think they put big money down for Fernandez. We just got outbid. I think there's an indecisiveness in regards to the player. I think Lewis Hall they didn't want to pay the money for, which is all right, cool. I think that's personally a mistake, but they chose that route. Cool. Pick the player. I keep saying this. Goalkeeper, I wanted Martinez last season. They said, no, we're going to go get Lemens. Cool. You brought in Lemens, give it a shot. Lemens worked out. Whoever the central midfielder and the left back is that they're bringing in, I am cool with. Make it work, even if it's unknown. It don't have to be a known name for me. Lemens was unknown. Nobody knew nothing about him. Now he's one of the better goalkeepers in the Premier League. He's one of our, I think he was our best player last season, and he was the most consistent. I think he was signing the season out of all the signings, and they all did well to an extent. But him, from when he started till the end of the season, was on point, consistently good. So bring me that at fullback and bring me that at central midfield, and I'm cool. I don't need a name or big money spent. I'm saying I'm not 14, 15 years old waiting on that to tweet about that. Like many are, and talk marquee signings and dopamine hits and how much we've spent. I don't care how much we spend. Have we brought in quality? That's where I'm at with it. And if we don't bring in a left back and a central midfielder, we crash on them.
I'm very curious as to who they bring in, because the one thing I will say is they've made a lot of statements and they've said a lot of things in it. So I don't even mind. To me, Sanderberg, everyone's harping on Sanderberg recently. And yeah, he's a good player, but let's not act like he's do you know what I mean? He's the next version of Busquets. Let's not do that.
Well,
furthermore,
I think he's a good player.
He's a good player in it, but that's all he is. To me, Sanderberg, if Man United are where they're supposed to be, he's a squad player. Plays certain games, doesn't feature in others. That's what he is in it. To me, he's not supposed to be some mainstay in the team, in the first 11. But that being said, they made this whole thing about wanting to sign people around the age of 26. They made it a whole thing. Sanderberg is 29 in it. So, with that being said, we're going back on the whole ethos of what we're saying.
If it's Sandenberg, though, I don't think they want Sandenberg.
No,
I think if they wanted Sandenberg, I think he's a Manchester United player.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's on the list. I think he's of interest. But to me, that seems like an easy deal to do again. I put that in the Kone bracket. It's not Baliba or Alex.
That's why it hasn't happened yet. I think maybe they have somebody on their radar who they're negotiating with right now. And Sanderberg is such an easy one that they feel like they can do that one whenever. If it's maybe he's like the in case of emergency signing. Yeah.
Last resort type of thing.
Yeah. But man, it just, again, I can't stress it enough. We're seeing with Ineos, we're just going to have to practice patience. Simply put, because all the signings that we've done, never even knew they were on the list.
I think the next two are that.
They never even knew they were on the list.
Yeah, I think the next two are that. And it's unknowns. Again, to us, not necessarily unknowns because Tillemans is not unknown, neither is Santos. But I'm saying,
right? Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
Into the media type of things and links. I reckon it's that because them deals, Kone and Sandenberg are easy deals to do. So
I feel like that's why people are really frustrated because everybody's in the dark.
Yeah, because we don't know what's going on. So people are losing their minds, which I get because it's seeming from the outside looking in, nothing's going on. I was waiting to see what happens, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. Do I like it? No, but I have no choice. I have no choice. Even when me and Saeed have the conversation, he's like, "Oh, well, is that you just accepting what Manchester United are?" Yeah. What can I change?
What's so bad about that? That's the other thing I struggle with is and mind you, this is other than being Sarcasm City TV, this is a Saeed TV fan channel, right? So whenever we talk about what Saeed is saying, people, we say from a place of respect, right? But
Absolutely.
When he says certain things, I'm like, brother, you can't. This is the fan in you. This is the Manchester red colored glasses on that you got on right now. And it's just like because sometimes he turns into that fan. That fan, like, if he could, he'd come to the game face painted. Like, he really believes
That's
this
Saeed in a
Manchester
nutshell.
United is.
That's why
He
I let.
wears his emotions.
That's why I
He
let
wears it
certain
on his
things slide with
sleeve.
him because I understand what he is. And he
Yeah.
owns it. He's an emotional, charged up fan.
Yeah.
So when he said
yeah.
certain things, I'm like, fair, I get where that comes from. And this is why we'll clash on certain things, but it's like, I'm
For sure.
not that. I say this before and say it again. I look at Manchester United for what they are, not what I want them to be. I understand where we are as a football club. Do I like it? No. But I'm not going to shout and scream about it because they don't change it. And I understand what we are. I understand the ownership we have.
So
Yes, it else have done better than the Glazers, but the Glazers, that was easy to do.
Saeed was ready to spill blood in the car park for this shit.
He was ready.
He was about to fight that old dude or what? What do you mean?
Enjoy the atmosphere. Yeah. Enjoy the atmosphere. I get it, yo. My head would be hot after watching that shit and someone tells you enjoy the atmosphere. I get it. But that's where I'm at with it, like in regards to it. And again, I can only judge it at the end. We halfway through the film. We don't really like it too tough. We're like, there's been some good parts, but it's not. Let me just see the end of the film before I address the whole film. Because if the ending of the film is fire, we'll go, hey, you know what? That film was fire. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just waiting to see.
That first time I saw Endgame, let me tell you something. Them first 2 hours, I was finna go.
They ain't all that, fam. They ain't all that.
I was finna go ask for my money back. I was about to go ask the dude for my money back who I got tickets from. I was like, yo, hey, bro, I'm not about to finish this shit. And then I see Thanos pull up and blow up the whole spot. I was like, okay, I can stay around for a bit. And that last hour is like top 5
cinema
I've ever seen from Marvel.
It's cinema. That's what that's the prime example. Sorry to cut you off. Endgame. Not all that the first 2 hours. That last hour, best shit ever.
They got Tony out here looking sick as hell.
Yeah.
Tony out here looking sick as hell, got his chest all out. I can see what the brother ate for lunch. I didn't pay for that shit. I didn't.
It's facts.
That last hour,
last hour was ridiculous. Yo, just seeing the 4 Captain America when he caught the what's it called? He caught what's the hammer called?
He got it's
I forgot the name of it.
That's crazy.
But you don't know that like that shit. And when he says, yo,
millionaire.
Yeah, on your left cap. That alone. Breaking Bad's very much like that. I started watching that, and the first 4 or 5 episodes ain't it.
Oh yeah, you go.
Ain't it? I tell people all the time, there's a reason they did that. But if you judge that off the first 3-4 episodes, you will hate it.
I
say
tell
all the
you,
time, best series I've watched.
Understand. I tell you what you do understand in them first couple episodes. You gonna hate the hell out of Skylar. I can tell you that for damn sure. That's one thing you gonna do. You gonna be hating on Skylar. Yeah, that's what you gonna do.
Fuck Skylar.
Fuck Skylar. Yeah.
Fuck Skylar.
Till now and forever after that. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh yeah. Hey, go on, Cozy. Bless for bringing up the midfield. It's a good conversation. Go on. Last point. We're gonna close out. Go on.
Yeah, we can definitely continue on another day when there's more concrete people than they're talking about. But for me, ultimately, the reason why everything to me is just geared on, I want Carrick to do well. This is the first manager where he's backed up exactly what he said. So for me, I need Carrick. I want Carrick to do well. I want him to be successful. There's no ill from me when it comes to Carrick, because Carrick said, and do you know what? Remember we was talking about Flawless, and I wasn't 100% sold on Carrick. I wasn't I
remember. Yeah, I remember.
But to be fair to him, he's kept to his word, because when he was interim, he was saying that, listen, we're not playing the kind of football I want to play, but I understand the stage that I'm at, and I just need to secure Champions League. Yeah, he's done that, and granted, I don't really take pre-season to the bank like some people are. Shout out Saeed. I see he made some. I didn't watch the video, but he made some video when we drew against PSG, he made some video where like I don't even know what he said. You know what I mean? But I just know he's saying some stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's saying
This is
some
what I
stuff.
be talking about. He
Shout
said
out
PSG
Saeed, man.
hype.
Yo,
Fresh
Eddie, you hitting
PSG
the nail
hype.
on the head. He the fan there at the front in the gear with the face paint, man.
Yeah,
That's
he is,
Saeed
he is.
in the child, man. That's it. I love
And
it,
I
man.
love
Shout out
it, bro.
Saeed.
I love it because you always need a balance. Like
Yes.
Nah, you do.
you know what's funny? Because like there's a bunch of people out, but like when it comes to United, like it's like Saeed's on one side, Rance is on the other side, and you just be finding yourself in the middle of this shit, having to answer for both kind of like talking points.
Yes.
You might not say some shit, but they gonna come to you like you said some shit.
Yeah.
And then they'll come to you like you rant or something, but then they'll come to you like you Saeed. It's the funniest shit ever, bro.
Happens
It
regularly.
really is.
I have to
Yes,
answer like,
bro.
yo, such and such said such and such. All right. Yo, Saeed said you lot can win the league. What's it got to do with me?
It's like, what
Yo, what's
I
that
say?
got to do with me?
What the fuck did I
Where's
say
the
that?
big worm, yo? What does that have to do with me? So he said it, and you're here questioning me on it. All right, man. Okay.
That's your guy, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
your guy, isn't it?
Fuchs is always
Like,
on that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Saeed
Trust
said this.
me.
Yeah, because you probably
Trust
wound
me.
him up. That's why. That's what
That's
it is.
what
And he
I'm
said
saying.
some shit to you.
Let me
That's
tell
what
you
I.
something.
Nah, but
Do you know how down bad my boys would be if they had to answer for everything I've done? Come on now. I don't even some shit we don't even repeat. They just remind me when I start talking spicy, but I swear we don't repeat it. We leave it in the past.
But what I was saying was it basically I just want Carrick to do well, and I just want to put him in the best position for him to do well. And to me, this summer, put the best position for him to do well would have got him. Obviously, it wasn't possible in it, but to get all your first choice signings in the door ASAP would have helped Carrick do well, because we can already see the playing style he's trying to implement. Now, just imagine if he had flipping Tchouaméni, flipping Mateus Fernandes and Telemans instead of, like, I'm just saying, innit, Santos isn't bad. It wasn't first choice. But imagine if he had that class of players. We're talking a whole different ball game. Plus a left back. We're talking a whole different ball game. And like I said, he's actually backed up his words, because the last few managers that have come, they've all said they want to play attractive football, this, that. And every time we see the players play football, it's the total opposite of what they're saying. This is the first manager where he's saying, nah, we're going to play an attacking brand of football. We're going to keep the ball. Do you know what I mean? And we're actually seeing it play out. So that to me, I don't want to do the whole merry-go-round of come November, December, Carrick hasn't won in 5 games. We're asking like, if he loses the next match, is he going to lose his job? I don't want to. I'm being so real. I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah,
I don't want that.
I hear it. I'm with you on that, and that's why they need to back him properly. And I think they will. And if they don't, we'll all look here and go, that's on them. And yeah, nephew, literally closing out now. But big up, love to everyone that's locked in. Of course, keep a lookout for the ManDem United pods on the channel as well, because of sometimes the lack of news. That's why you lot don't get them. But hopefully, certain breaks tomorrow, people. But we are going to close out. Make sure you run up the likes. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Big up Cuzzy. Big up Eddie. Big up everyone in the chat. Blank, I see you as well. Big up to all this. Don F and SBO2 for the super chats. All the moderators, all the members, regulars, etc. We're closing out right now. We're heading over to the gaming channel. But don't forget this show. All the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. I've not updated the live stream schedule, but I will in regards to shows, but just keep a lookout. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.